At this moment, we can observe a growth trend due to more educated consumers who enjoy the experience of tasting new wines, and therefore, they are more willing to taste new brands and varieties. Additionally, traditional pairings of red wine and red meat and fish and white wine are becoming obsolete, generating more consumption options in the industry. In Colombia, wine has ceased to be a product used exclusively for special reunions and has turned to be an option for an informal reunion or daily encounters. Although in Colombia there has been an entrance of different origins and varieties, the traditionals like Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, and Merlot still prevail in terms of red wine. These have been sold mostly for under 20,000 Colombian pesos. The main origins are Chile and Argentina, with a recent entrance from USA and Australia, which shows the market desires varied but affordable wines. Wine consumers in Colombia are, in their majority, adults over 30 and is mainly consumed in Bogotá, Medellín, and Cali.
Using Euromonitor, one of the university's databases, we studied the wine market in Colombia. And doing this research, we found out several important aspects in the tendencies. The first one is that the sales of the wines in Colombia have been increasing. In 2016, there was a 4% increase in sales of wine. Also, we noticed that in Colombia it's very effective to give discounts on cheap wines, and this drives a lot of sales. So there's an opportunity for brands of cheap wine. As well, tiendas like Justo y Bueno and De Uno are starting to increase the sales of wines because a lot of people who have access to these supermarkets are starting to notice the wine and are purchasing much more of this product. And for last, we noticed that the people like their wine in a glass bottle of 650 milliliters instead of having it in a carton.
After analyzing the wine market in Colombia, we found out that the biggest competitors are Cia Cervecería Unidas with a 6.1%, Villa Concherrita with a 4%, and Villa Santa Rita with a 3.8%. We looked that people are more willing to pay for red wine, rose wine, and white wine in prices between 15,000 and 20,000. Another way, in their sparkling wine, people are more willing to pay between 20,000 and 25,000 pesos. We found that the variety that people most like in red wine is the Cabernet with a 51%. In the rose wine, it's also the Cabernet with a 52%, and in the white wine is the Sauvignon Blanc with a 56%. Our recommendation for the company entering this market is you should enter with low prices and selling the variety we just told you. So in that way, you make sure that you will start with a high volume. Other suggestion is that you should talk to the companies of retail in Colombia of hard discount that are De Uno, Justo y Bueno, and Ara, which are selling always with low prices. In this way, they make sure that your volume is high, and also we can go there and we can see prices of wine really low. So a recommendation will be: first, enter with low prices. Second, start with the variety of wines that must sell in Colombia. And third, you should go to sell it in the high companies of retail of hard discount, which are the best for this market.
In the comparative advantage of the company being analyzed, we found that the know-how of producing the wine and the vineyards are the most important ones because Colombia doesn't have the proper soil and climate to grow grapes of excellent quality. Moreover, we found that Colombia's wine market has a vast potential to grow, basically because Argentinians consume around 20 liters of wine per capita annually, while Colombians doesn't even drink 3 liters annually. Therefore, we would strongly recommend the company to start activity in Colombia.